you're going to use AI to brainstorm the ideas. The initial ideas have to come from you. Now remember, and I want everyone to take notes on this, okay? Take notes. Don't just try to listen and remember, because a lot of times you guys don't apply what we talk about in the actual sessions. AI can help you with generating ideas around a topic, but you need to have a conversation with it. Okay, you can use the voice. For me, I like to use the voice mode, where I actually talk to AI like it's a human being, or you can type it. Either one gives you a record of the exchange. Okay, but you have to pre-think before you have just like when you have a conversation with anyone, you have to have something to start the conversation off. Okay, now let's say that we are writing an essay about the effects of diabetes in poor communities, all right, and communities that suffer from poverty, all right. And that's what we're talking about. Now that's a topic, all right. The effects of diabetes in impoverished, poor communities, all right. Now, right now, I don't have a controlling idea, right, that's going to help spark create a thesis. So again, please take notes. The first thing that you might want to consider is AI helping you form a thesis statement. As I have told you before, when you brainstorm, ultimately you're trying to come up with a thesis, in the case of one paragraph, a controlling idea. So at the end of a brainstorm, you should really, the goal is to be able to write a sound topic sentence. This is why I have said to you guys before, I really want you to go beyond a simple topic sentence like, there are 3 reasons why XYZ, or there are many differences between big cities and small villages, all right? Is that a topic sentence? Technically it is, but it does not demonstrate your intellectual ability, and that's not where we want to go. And when we're talking about developing works that indicate your intellectual ability. You guys are university students. I want to move you guys from writing like 3rd graders. Okay, if my son wrote a basic topic sentence, and he's only in the 4th grade, I even encourage him to write something that is a stronger synthesis. Okay, so because why is this important? Because you have to write thesis statements for an essay. You have to write thesis statements. Thesis statements are way more complex. Thesis statements are the result of good thinking. So in a lot of your notes that you receive from me, I have said to you, think big. This is my theme for this semester. Think big. Okay? Think big. So if you're going to think big, you definitely have to brainstorm well. Okay? Now, they haven't issued the topics. I wish they have issued the topics before this break that's coming up, so you can think all this week about the topics. I'm going to really advocate, they're not going to listen to me, but I'm going to advocate that they release the topics now so you guys can think long and hard over the break, right? To think about what direction, what synthesis you want to create from your topic sentence. From your topic sentence. From the list of topics that you're going to be issued. All right? The bottom line is I want you guys to think big. Therefore, using the resources of AI can help you think big. Okay? Now, you may say, well, Dr. Ray, I don't know how that looks. I tried to think big in the first paragraph, and you said I didn't think big. I used AI, and you still were not satisfied with what I gave you. Okay, that would be a fair response. Okay. Now, one of the first thing is you have to give yourself time. We talked about that before. Give yourself time to think big. Look at the topics and just don't pressure yourself at the moment to come up with an amazing idea. All right. You may have to do a little research. Now, this is where AI comes in. You can look at a topic like the topic that I suggest. Let's say we're writing about diabetes in poor nations or poor communities, impoverished communities, right? So I can ask AI a simple question like, can you give me why do poor people suffer from diabetes, right? Or give me 3 main reasons why poor people suffer from diabetes, right? And it will give you something. Now, whatever it gives you, remember, as we said before, sometimes AI hallucinates. Not all the time, but sometimes it does. And you're responsible for whatever you write. Therefore, whatever you decide to use, you need to make sure you verify whatever AI said. Okay? Verify it and verify it well. Okay? 9 times out of 10, it's going to give you something good. And if you don't like what it gives you, ask for 3 more ideas. The key is to continuously ask it questions until and then you think on your own also. You ponder what it is giving you. You take that with your existing knowledge, and eventually you should come up with something that's debatable. So you could say something along the lines of, or you may come up after asking questions, you may come up with the idea that the reason why people in poorer communities suffer from diabetes more than other communities is because they don't have access to quality, healthy products, right? The cheaper products tend to be unhealthy and sugary, right? Therefore, they're forced to eat poorly and therefore suffer from diabetes. That would be a debatable statement. Remember from our previous lectures, we said that thesis statements must be debatable, right? So that could be your debatable statement, is that poor people suffer from diabetes more than other people because food companies and supermarkets market or sell products to underserved or poor communities that are sugary and unhealthy, which leads them to have higher rates of diabetes. Okay? That's something that's debatable, because I'm sure the food companies are going to say, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Absolutely not. We don't do that. Okay? So that is something that is debatable, and that's a great position. Now, remember that now you got something that's debatable. So you also need the other piece. You need to come up with a roadmap. Remember we talked about that. You need to come up with a roadmap.